Hello, Vermonters. I suppose we should be quiet in a cemetery to respect the dead, especially as you'll see here a lot of American flags. The veterans in the East Hill Cemetery in Brookfield, Vermont, where you'll see many have served their country, including many here in the Civil War. Now, if we're going to respect the dead, then maybe we respect their legacy and their culture and their sacrifices for the liberties that we now enjoy that are under threat. They're under threat by those who say that in the name of stopping racism, they're going to implement a new racism. That instead of meritocracy and equality, they're going to compensate and redress all the unfair imbalances that white people have imposed. But here in this cemetery, where I have 5 generations, as with my grandparents that I started with, my great-great-great-great-grandfathers here. Most of these people didn't even know many black people, if any. They certainly were not white Southern plantation owners, as Vermont's governor, legislature, and some statutes are now saying they were. H. 273 says that Vermont benefited from sharecropping and Jim Crow laws to push black people off farmland. That is a falsehood. And it is a horrible, horrible denigration of these people. If we are to respect the dead, let us respect the good things about Vermont's culture and not just talk about its sins as if it never did anything good. And if you try to say that Vermont was at the forefront of the abolitionist movement, that we voted at the highest rates in the country for Obama, other than Hawaii, or the many other things that we've done, until recently, the narrowest income gap between blacks and whites of all 50 states. We're so horrible, though, because of the systemic white supremacy that we're told that these people practiced. What do you call actual white supremacists who believe that black people are inferior? What do you call them now that you say everyone who's white is one? How long do you think you can subjugate these people and this culture and good Vermonters by putting lies on them and closing their mouths and not allowing them to even speak about it? Vermonters should get involved and find out what's going on with critical race theory in their schools. Horrible things are being taught. Horrible, racist, hateful crap. And it's already in the schools being taught to your children. Find out. Don't take my word for it. Just go ask the schools. Go ask for the curricula. Go look at the poetry of Rajni Edens. And look at how they want to destroy the Constitution. This isn't about conservatives. This is about normal Democrats as well. This is about anybody who favors treating people decently and enforcing and upholding the Constitution, freedom of speech, due process, and the 14th Amendment, and stop labeling people based on their race in the name of stopping racism. It's absurd, and we're growing very, very fatigued of it. And it's time to be accountable and have that conversation that you deny us to have, and that these people are not allowed to speak in. So we will speak for them. Welcome to Vermont. Nothing is sweeter. Vermont Liberty. Look at that. Mark Stoddard. Mark Stoddard is a veteran. 1852, 1938. He fought in the World War I. There are many veterans here. There are many good Vermonters here. Their voices will not be silenced by those who have moved here and try to colonize us in the name of a colonization that these land settlers never practiced. It's really heinous what's being done in Vermont. It's time for people to get educated and stand up and speak, because otherwise there's a new enslavement coming. Nothing sweeter than Vermont Liberty, and it ain't free.